Hello guys, hello. So we are gonna continue Discoelysium today, and gonna have some laugh, of course, because this game is crazy. So yeah, let's start and get into it straight away. Let's continue. Okay, so every time I have to remind myself of things to do. Keep looking, maybe someone else knows something about my gun. A song tape. Okay, explore the wooden secret passage. Find a way into the secret passage. There are strange doors in the building, no one knows where they lead. Find a way in and see what. Okay, who made the call reporting the crime? Keep special for the callers, but lucky obviously this might take some time, so the hanging of the Elysium, maybe if you find the okay. Okay. So I just did this and got this update. Ask another about the first possible meaning. Interview the union boss. I have to ask Kuno. Okay, let's do this. Ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim clothes in the trash.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front. The box seems happy.
Okay. Let's ask Kuno. Let me see here.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about, yeah? The kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there? The ladder, ever clean bit, point to the ladder on the tree. What is it? Okay.
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
Okay. Wait, asking you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them laying around.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzipped his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
I didn't in the pan. Let's talk about this later. Okay, wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that you took away. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Alright, Pico. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna...
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting two and two together here.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
Okay. The ladder ever clean bit? Point to the ladder.
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you see that the ladder is uncleanable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
Shit.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Sudanese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of El Mara. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
The garden is acting not a garden. That's not she's a
The fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
Okay, so we asked Kuno. Ask Gart. Gart is the manager of the Whirlwind, right? So... what is to be down? Autopsy has to be finished and Kim has to be absent. They wouldn't approve. Okay. To get to the coast, you need to use the panel to close the water lock. It's been blocked pending repairs, which should be done by Wednesday morning. This will open up a new area, Martinez. Okay, so we could do this. Find the armor gloves. Okay. I think we could do this and
The trash container stands in the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. you see milk and egg rest with one broken.
Okay.
You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. No, searching for evidence. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There you see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. You've done this before. The movements are no, searching. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Not much to see here anymore. There's nothing more of interest in this. The container sounds a muffled
There is
gong.
nothing else in here. Beep. I still don't have a way to go up here. I read there should be a ladder on the outside that goes up. What is...
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you! A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can...
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over.
Okay, no, nothing interesting. We already went through that. We spoke with this guy. This is the lorry of the...
A lorry abandoned. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. You close the rusty old
This is the
lorry.
lady, the drug trafficking lady. Lorry.
An old monument.
This guy doesn't want to speak to me anymore.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
There is nothing here. Can't go there. This guy doesn't know anything else.
Everything's still cool.
There is the pawn shop guy that maybe can give us a day. Oh. Oh. They finally removed the crash.
A rusted control panel with loose wires dangled. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. The water lock starts moving.
Oh. Nice.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing. Achieve it, then the next, he thinks. What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted fruit. You You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rag.
Okay.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music. If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that, or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Okay, if I purchase this, I don't have the money for sleeping. Probably I could get some extra money now on the other part of the city, so... Okay.
And here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever, turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shape.
Okay.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with it, of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape. Sure, let me have a look.
No.
Another time, perhaps.
I was wondering if I could get the tape for the karaoke quest. But yeah. At least we have the boombox now. So now we can go on the other side finally. The radio relay hums with electricity. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. He's saying, no, and someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Okay. +1 everything, -1 logic. +1 logic, -1 authority. A bigger box above the radio pile above you. Maybe there's something inside. Hide decades of old concrete defense, children playing around. Okay. Nothing here. Oh, that's the car. We found the car that went over the bridge with the jump. Full canister.
A banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Elysium Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
It appears to be so.
Evidente sapevo looking inside suspect the wreckage.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
I wish I didn't keep those glasses. No, I cannot. Okay.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
What is the make of this MC? Can I see a
The
logo?
logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Well, looks like Jacob Heroes' journey came to an abrupt end.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Yet another case of the engine displacing triumphing over the driver's cycle.
Yes. Clearly, this is a triumph. I'd say the vehicle has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
What should we
Let's
do?
wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
How long will it take for the low tide to come
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
in? The swing mood for the low tide to recede. Can I just exit and do it after I remove it my eyeglass?
As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Drama, medium, whistle tone.
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and the sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of glitches? So was your dad also, going to your eyes?
I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My dad and mom are both half Serlite.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you have to side with either the strikers or the ship company, who would you choose? Think I will ever find my gun?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the mark now?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical.
41 is his rank in underground street racing hierarchy. Small fish, this one must be Tommy 41, the morning ghost of me. Looks like the factory made a mistake and then I got this one. Covers 41. So, at guessing, district something, appraising something municipal, rob your temples. You're getting a blood kick. No, fortune is this rank in the underground site tracing.
But it could also be the number of a police precinct. Precinct 41. Your precinct.
Okay, so he stole my car.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you.
That was my car.
You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. No, just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
No, it's the street racer. Oh my, it's my drone, my car into the sea. You're kidding, no, I'm serious, just a coincidence.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
Okay, it was me that drove the car. Oh no. But I was in pursuit of someone. And do we get it out? I can still fix it. I wanted to be check over here. They are not gonna take me back after this, are they? They badge the car and know these things are going so well. We're just missing Melanie. But at least I can see what's in there now.
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point. That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this. Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses. There is also a 4th thing you've lost. More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly. I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
to explore all the possibilities, all the options.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk. Well, it isn't. It's you. I'm very sorry. You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
Okay.
Yes, let's go take a look.
Okay, so I don't need empathy. I need logic more than empathy. I don't need authority for this. What the brain of an excuses for some madness. Yes, there's something like crackle shift. Ooh, the badge. Oh. I found my badge. Okay, so these can be sold. I have a banged up full canister, and finally my
A police
patch.
badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of rev. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Hey, Zalo. Oh my god. No, Zalo, no, it's not allowed. Alright. Oh my god, only bot. So, look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that, but the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge. 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
This winking.
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information
Name,
on it.
Harrier Dubois.
And
Harrier Dubois. It's you two. I'm going to call you Harry, since it's short for Harrier.
no, he's not. He's going to keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not.
It's a wartime name, revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
It's meant to keep you safe from bullets, hunger, shrapnel, kidnappings, and worse.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it.
Rank.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And double
The
click.
title of Yefreitor is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, Captain. You have declined twice, thus you're double Yefreitor. There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decontage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, Lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What's a decontage?
Decontage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings. Kings like satellite officers and the additional Yefreitor rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So you have been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you for now. Try not to spoil it. Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly.
Serial.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased
8 of
from
issue, 7 November.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
Pressing 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is... it's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiayeva. Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it.
Put the badge away. Okay. Cool.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. Without resistance or sound, the 2 panels moved against each other. The compartment is now open. Inside, you see 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. It's slightly.
Okay. Okay, so we did a bit of stuff. We got to level up. And we can choose either this or to unlock another... No, I don't want to unlock another of these. So I have a lot of extra tests to do, like the one to take my jacket, and I could retry it if I put mirror, encyclopedia formidable, electrochemistry, mirror, ice cream maker, perception, cafeteria window, shelf of paranormal books, and an empire policeman cloak. Savoir-faire. Savoir-faire? To jump? And then there is also authority, I think. Electronic doorbell, volition, Rene or no, composer, pile of clothes. Pile of clothes? I still haven't. Okay. Horseback monument, encyclopedia medium. Novelty dice maker. I think I did this once. Authority. Godly. Well, for now I leave it like that. I don't want to use the point. But probably I have to put it in savoir-faire to try and get the cloak. Savoir-faire on 3. Witness now they lead away from the accident. Oh! And so the boat has already been targeted. The boat took it away and the net to cover, okay? Quick travel log, fisherman sharks. So the, oh wait. This is the, seems the worker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. I'm going to over here, and then either here or here, right?
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position. I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely a measurement from your visual cortex. Do with it what the elements are rough around here. I don't know about this. Huh?
I said great news, I found somewhere to sleep in the boat. Under this water to be free. I can pretty much finish the year under the dry water from free of charge.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment. I understand the situation looks grim, but
You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
Okay, wait. What? The camera is... Oh my god, seriously? The camera has lost its wait. That's the man. Okay. Cold breeds. What? Why is it doing like this? You see a dark red shade? Oh boy. Hmm. So they're bringing us to this shell and forget them chair. Oh my god, seriously? Okay. Cold breeze enough to make the whole plants creak. You see a dark red in the dim light. Cold city. Should do it with passion down. This is +2 drama and this is +1 inland empire. Postcard Cold City 08. This postcard will be a forest of smokestacks releasing fat plumes of smoke into blue clouded sky. The tinge of age, the color of old deed gives us a sticky look. Written on the back is a single sentence that read it twice. I got out. No addresses. Okay. Sounds of life in the north, a wash was cut from fabric. Cinder boss charger, a makeshift fire pit with magazine for lighting. The bushes are too thick and turn to fasten.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look open.
We can sit on benches after we've solved.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Okay. Backwards and window shut. No looking. See, let's go lines. Right, good tips are not bad. Okay, if I want to try the jump, I need to change my pants. Whipped stone will more than cover the rest. Last one, perception. Okay. So what is going to be in the water? Unmoored. Planks click beneath your weight. Here there is a school of fish swimming in the ground. Maybe
Hi, officer.
a woman in a raincoat stands the quay, considering an overturned boat, a sword in a scabbard hangs from the head.
Anything I can help you with?
It depends, where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium. The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
A question, the first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot. It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing from time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder. Coach means the expression.
No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous.
Can I borrow this one?
No, I'm afraid not. Attempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check, you would put me in an early grave.
So all the men, so we are all the men.
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
There's your husband now.
Gone.
Go on.
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Should have thrown yourself in the waves after him. Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? It's healthy to let go and move on, gotta keep the wheel spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Oh, yes.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Is that your boat?
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the rain streaming down the yellow belly of the boat.
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. Mines. Mines. You need mines.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
I mean, I'm looking for someone maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for? I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? Aha! Like snowmen. Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like. Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men, burning rhinos.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where did they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
Let's see, I'm not going else right
Well,
now.
how can I assist you then, officer? Oh? Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Wait a second.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind? Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
I wasn't feeling it. was an accident, I'm sorry. I got drunk and applied with it. Option B has been launched by me to damage just that, ma'am.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
No, that sounds like something I'm actually in the middle of a more investigation right now.
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all. Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Oh, yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
Absolutely. Things like what, for example?
Okay. We exhausted all the options with her, so we go in this shed, maybe, or maybe not. I don't think it's open. Maybe it is. Let's lock it tight. You can see into the house from this angle. Okay, so maybe if I get this. If I get this. Okay. Can I go here? There is nothing there, so we go. Wait. Inside your ear, there causes sound of some kind of guitar sputtering. The street sign is illegible around your feet. Have to replace the colors of one workman because it all. Lower toward not really grows when in spring. The one next to a bucket of clothes fumes and not my hair.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot Suzunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. please lean in closer? I have cataracts.
You can see it, lean forward. What if I don't want to?
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
We're cops, we don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble. We're cops, we're razor, click, click, bang.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still,
Wait,
in
I've been here
Martinez,
before.
you're considered an
What
ill
kind of
omen.
vanilla are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
Because in Illumin, why hasn't anyone told me that?
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen.
Maybe they are afraid because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
There's Soapy Town points to the building behind there. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Money every night just so I don't die at the
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room.
What's in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
There's got to be something here, tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's an old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be. During the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I met Lillian already.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
I haven't seen any drunks yet, though.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here? Alright.
Here, for you, no officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Alright, there's another topic I'd like to address. Oh, this place is pornography.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
So I will also got to know this.
Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days.
Maybe we should allow just move here and disappear completely.
Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, they've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I get the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on? What else is on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Interesting. You could look into this ruckus if you have the time.
What else is down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it? Apartment or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
That's it. There's got to be more along the coast.
No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in? What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Lens. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jam shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast. Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr. Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Tremble. The time is now. Ta'ola. Time for the show. For Ta'ola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream. Ulogu Theodos, Xeno Zausin, Ipoli Osithien, Echondes Fronisit. Monday morning, the moment you arrived in this reality, are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread. No, you cannot leave. The countdown has not yet reached 0. Yes, you spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself. It's totally also a coping mechanism. Okay, yes, maybe it is just the hangover talking, or some kind of joke you're playing on yourself instead.
Okay. So this is the shack I live
The
in.
door has seen better days.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy. After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night.
The key turns with a
The floorboard creak under your step. You see the way the sea has a church.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
Outside feature magazine books about bird watching and almanac from 39. These intricate and giant homes quiet viewing with a pleasant warmth. Okay, and that's the bed. Okay. Oh, and this one?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
Time to shave, get these mutton chops off.
Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man. Thank God, I would have cut your throat.
Okay. Okay. Industrial core pellets burning with an orange glow.
Hello, mister.
Young about 4 or 5 years old sits on the sofa. She's looking at you with
She
frank
clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Here there was a girl who was armored glove. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek in an empty house where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
She's the stuff the toy up and looks into its one remaining eye as though searching for confirmation.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
Oh.
She doesn't seem to understand what the evidence tone has conveyed to her the important
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes! I am! Little Lily. You know my mom? That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything. It's a grouse!
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you make up for the skewer you broke.
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry. It's Lammy! He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Shoulders first beast up them.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy.
Okay.
Bye!
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth. This one doesn't say anything.
Lily's our mum.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. The other one laughs. Wow, so intellectually stimulating. The stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. Anyone can do that.
Yes. Yes.
The stone kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if
He looks just like me.
the boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both
You're bad with kids. Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything.
Okay. Questo ci voleva fare prima to build this house left in a hurry. Ok. Need the tools. I need these, I think, to open that. Yeah. And we go behind the house to the custom thing.
weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network. The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a...
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armored collection front.
Okay, so we got also the gauntlet. The boots are still on the corpse. Right the back sono circa Let's go back here. Plus 2 interfacing. Plus 1 interfacing. So I can sell these 2 for sure.
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch. The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
I will be responsible with this. This is just to let me from harm, not to show off. Deck it out in future armor like a cop ought to be.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
And this is the long sought after enemy that I can just enjoy, must do it.
2. Are you sure you're correct there? There was a helmet too. 3 pieces
what
more.
that was.
It may be a while before you have all the pieces. In the meantime, you should analyze the armor. Figure out its vulnerabilities. Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design.
Okay.
For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Okay. We go to these mans now. They're the drunk.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail! Abigail, don't you fucking...
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Don't call her.
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you? So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high concept, reality-based adventures?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
Reality makes me aggressively sad. Don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that. I re-enter reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I'm the law. Well, nice meeting you, but I got...
That's harsh. I'm like 3 or maybe 4 years into mine. Wait, no. Make it 5.
He looks at his shit-stained leaked TM with a grim expression.
Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies. We are saving the world.
Please! Please don't call! Don't call!
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me. It's you. You're Tequila Sunset. We've met before.
No, you sure don't.
Maybe. You look like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be.
Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you reply, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things."
You say nothing, it's more dignified that way. Every word I said was true. Tequila Sunset will break the rules of reality.
After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep.
In this way, you and your motor carriage have a lot in common.
Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on. No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother. Ours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything special about this person who fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around.
Abigail! It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit. Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy.
Yeah, but this guy is telling me a lot.
In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Say anything about my colleagues.
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Just say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Did we talk about politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop, and for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid." It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
Presumably you are characterized by your storyline. I mean, tell me another one sometime.
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right, why not? Better than a beach bum. It depends, really.
You might get scammed here.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
Don't give any alcohol, I'm not an enabler.
In that case, I'm not a storyteller. Wonderful. Classy.
He snatches the bottle and pushes the cork into the bottle.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call them a...
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane. 22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying, it did. With my trusty Sansaric tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer, but now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
He says thoughtfully brushing dust off his shit-stained pants.
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
Shakes the bottom, makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets, to stop the jangling, you see. At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly. Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key. I rang my neighbors' buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Mm-hmm.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out, but when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
Okay.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh? Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it...
Why didn't you go to the authority?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen. I don't remember you being such a dick before, Tequila. That doesn't mean you're wrong, though. Anyway, that was all the tale one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one. Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium, but now extremely dirty, two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only thing...
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were... I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Sounds intriguing. What say you, Articot? If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
I know! It was fucking awesome! Too bad I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away. What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on. Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should...
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it. Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But you don't eat...
Wow, you're lucky. You never...
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time. My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholic?
Hey, tequila!
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary.
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together. Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a little. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila? If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the... somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's... I'm all ears, Tequila. I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift. Cottonmouth is keeping my tongue... You too...
Okay. Okay, that was interesting. Let's try this other guy.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy? So what do you want? I've got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I've got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, by amphetamine, I mean speed. Sure did, buddy boy. That's why I said amphetamine. I mean speed. I mean amphetamine. Aye, that's what I said. Good, my man. Now what can I offer you? Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard. You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now, I've got everyone on my hook.
The hook? Where is it? I can't see it.
Mm.
Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to see, friend? It's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's funny, actually.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery game.
What?
Keep him talking.
This guy. Oh, this is medicinal spirits, the good stuff. I got one of those scientific ampules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go. It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not those arseholes. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all. The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead things. It's like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7%, almost pure. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real. If...
Don't say it.
Hmm.
3 real and it's yours.
Well done. You got it. That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
So this item seems something that they mean for the other stuff down the road. These others are just bonuses.
Just make sure to enjoy that one.
Son, you will not kill yourself with this. Not today.
In the civilized...
Okay.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence. Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. And the road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 418. Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its. Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away. Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle hurrying to work. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective steps.
Okay. Okay, I can't go here. Can't go here as well. Okay, this closed. Non risponde questo, non so se possiamo ancora fare. Questi sono le 3 di WhatsApp. It's an all being sink and successful model. Church. A kick ground post and use his gun from somewhere on the ice. Pull a boat, put the boss type treasure look inside. For you, the wrong reach can only be lowered from the other side. What? A school of fish shuttle around the fence post. Let's get into it up. Okay. They wanted to go to the market first. Let's add electrical. Development. Stop here. No boat in the root house today. This section of the bus hasn't been used in like lately. Okay, now for the jump we can use these. The boathouse is shortly constructed. Strong breeze might blow it over. I can go here, but I cannot here now. It's in pain spinning up the roof of this shed and French building.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez's sense. Grim affairs, meaning this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
The lieutenant also nods. It is quite a scene. The two of you standing next to the broken wall of an abandoned building. He nods in agreement. It really is a very serious scene. Worth.
All right. I'm glad we stopped when we did. My neck was starting to hurt. If there's no...
Phew. All that nodding was rough on the old neck, close to feeling that twinge.
Visual calculus.
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet, no sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes. covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the... They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air, the lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the failed R&D center down the coast, as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries.
Or maybe...
What about people from the coalition, the civil unrest?
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away.
Ok. Since I enter Interrogate. A multitude of vulnerable operation. People paid money to park here and all of them. Plus 2 logic, minus 1 perception. Okay. There is not a reparation it is inaccessible. Okay. So this was not the market, I guess. Avoid bumps in the water, remember, it says Tiny cage kept from the start.
Here we go. Nice and easy. no way out.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging.
Who's there? Oh,
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, the cryptozoology.
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm just busy. What's this about?
And sent me, she's been really worried about you and this particular.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881. Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon! If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
Tell me about this phasmid.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Just 1 second.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators or scientists in our present case.
What sort of specialized techniques is the phasmid using to
It's
answer?
my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
How big is this?
I'm
phasmid?
expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Seems puny, to be honest.
Why you seem pessimistic? Well, doesn't seem to be as cool as some of the other cryptids I've heard about.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
What have you discovered about this, right?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
No one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition. There was a credible sighting here recently. A pair of teenagers described a creature that matched the Insulindian phasmid to an uncanny degree. Despite not knowing what it was, it's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the intelligence phasmid has died out.
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate. Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the... Yes. Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton. Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course, but we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps. They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given...
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's...
Yes. What?
Lena seems pretty eager for you right
And
now.
I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out.
Won't let Lena down. Sounds like the cryptozoologist's wife shares a special connection to the phasmid somehow.
Lena, the violence was so important.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century. Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine. Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Maybe you go back to reading warm up, come back to check the trap.
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve?
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer. Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to... There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them... You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture? Is it?
If you think it's important, You have been right before.
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is...
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week. Wise choice.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the...
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that the...
Finally.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, but what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both. No, very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemney, which is 4,082 items long, about two are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing Yes, the Chateauquan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching. Indeed. If our expedition is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
It's not child's play, just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often. Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does. My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope. No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come...
Interesting. Something for later, this close call.
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the phasmid. I keep a very open mind.
He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't.
Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration, not real research, and certainly not the truth. Yes? All right. What?
We would have to discuss. You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena.
A willow person. It's a long story.
Willow people? Not at all.
They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that, you probably had. Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paints. It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the... After waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the... I chased it with a net.
A lavender shadow.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's easy. Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light.
He makes it a real point here to sound falsifiable.
Confirmed. It's 100% verified and meets all the standards of an authentic cryptid sighting. Formerly the most dangerous, yes. But do you know the most dangerous living cryptid? The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the yes. The dread moose subsists entirely on flesh. It has even been known to dig up fresh graves. Human remains have been found deep in the forest, torn apart, then trampled into the mulch by large hooves. Infer from that what you will, just like an ordinary ardent moose. You can't. That's what makes it so dreadful and hard to identify.
A moose that looks like any other moose. What's going on here? He's kidding, right?
The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. The recent surge in the moose population has hidden carnivores. The dread moose are effectively removing competition for both themselves and the moose are already being hunted for sport. Can you imagine what would happen if they came to be viewed as predators? The carnivorous moose are a very young species, the result of a genetic mutation that fared well in the... It makes sense that such a majestic animal with natural weapons, antlers. One slaughterhouse at the outskirts of the woods in Vasa reported that its staff kept seeing moose in the distance. The moose would just stare at the building as though they were waiting for something, its eyes bloodshot and full of cruelty. And that's not all. Some of the slaughterhouse apprentices went hiking by a nearby creek and saw a moose nibbling.
This isn't something unique. Various species of deer have been known to scavenge when plant food is scarce.
Anyway, there is more than enough evidence to justify a thorough search for the dread moose. Let's close the subject.
Here is a man who has had more than its fair share of heat.
No offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. Me? I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence, by all means.
Okay. Sa deluxe level for single.
Hello, I'm Gary. Yellow Man.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow. Yellow man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about after a little.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization. I like nature, just not this bloody coast.
Degenerates. This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
I've been tempted on occasion, but someone has to stay strong for Revacol.
He pronounces Revacol with a hard K, unlike other people.
I like to pronounce it the hard way, the old way, the Vespertine way.
He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's a secret rite, a very fringe nationalist hand.
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it.
He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
My mug? Why would you think that? Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone. Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry. You're not going to find me, are you? Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law. I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for so I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash...
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What sound? I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. What sound? Really? There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing.
No, why I cannot push him?
Armor?
An infant could see he's not...
What? I haven't the slightest. Armor?
An infant could see...
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
Are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
So it's good to see my colleague.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one? Well, this is that racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact. No problem at all.
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when your gut feeling tells you it'd be interesting.
Okay, let's try this one. Why is she sleeping around like that?
Is he? He's looking comfortable enough. Maybe it was just beads. Sounded like beads. But what kind of beads might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes?
Why would I do that, officer? But, officer, I'm not wearing any women's clothes.
Composure. So I have 2 points at least. Composure. Ooh, I have 3.
Not many Sealites here.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist? Well, this is that racist.
Hey, man. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. Oh, yes.
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. Your gut feeling tells you
Try it
it'd
again.
be interesting. That shirt
Yes.
looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up. This shame is surprisingly sincere.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale.
No, you've got explaining to do.
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard, everything. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble,
We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are taking...
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king.
They were thoroughly conservative men. It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions. He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat, but so light to hold, like a bag.
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment
The hell, Gary?
I'll explain later. I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell.
This is all he knows.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
Okay. Segui dal puoi a ridere di più del salto. Salve, signore, che ti fai come disegnare le cose. we got the curious as well. So we have the gloves, the curious, and the boots on the cadaver, the corpse. We miss the helmet and the trouser. Okay, let's do this. Part when we saw.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came. Looks like tomorrow never came.
Another power box shows not inside. Defense box to part.
Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilerstam. You must be Kim Kisuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance.
Nice to meet you.
Hold on, hypertext.
Yes, hypertext, young carve, and the collection of cultural hyperlinks. Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall. No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into verbs lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in 08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor.
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Feld Electrical. And Feld, which now sells ink cartridges mostly.
Hold on. What's R&D? It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart.
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore. You're probably more familiar with RTD, research and technology.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a book.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move still, Tricentennial was It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for tape computer. An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and Faraday which is a feat of engineering even today's giants. Rehm, ICN and...
He assumes something like a combat stance.
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martin. Yes, they even built a
pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but... Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark.
Wait, is he saying that we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution?
Tape computers. They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out... What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments.
A short-lived legislative found...
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone...
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book. Already for...
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little... freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty? He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center. Like, what the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center for Contemporary Art. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Redefort, but perhaps I should return to the tape computer.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio... Yes, the official name... Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, but of course. What else? I do have some...
No, I mean, come on.
Of course, detective. I don't know if you're from... If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, then just for theoretical curiosity. Anyway, that's just a little something. No, thanks to you.
Pick your brain.
Okay. So, guys, let's save. I have to go and grab some lunch. So, I'll be back here in roughly an hour. And we will continue the adventure of Discoelysium, okay? It's nice. It has been very interesting for now, and I'm eager to see what happens next in this game. So let's wrap up, and I'll see you later, okay? Have fun. Bye bye, guys.
Feel my